Hello friends, welcome back to my gaming channel New York. So let's continue on our gameplay walkthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. So in the last video we did some side stuffs and we want to jump back to main quest again. So let's do that. Let's jump back to the main quest. Let's call, we used this bike last video, right? Let's use this one. What the hell? Whatever, my bike is here. And I'll do the main quest now. This quest, talk to Rogue, I got it a long time ago. But I did not do it. It's time to do this. It's time to finally talk to Rogue. Okay, see that the afterlife, let's go there. We came here with Jackie. Now we are alone. We are coming, not alone.
What now? Call for backup, crack some heads open, drag the bodies inside.
I told you, dog. Afterlife's all about rep. The respect you command. That don't mean a thing here. Doors are shut to us, that's that. Tough cookies and move on.
Incredible. Just fucking incredible. Cunt Rogue thinks she's above the law?
Whoa, man, quiet down. She hear that, she shoot your balls off. And I don't want to get hit by no ricochet.
Hey, V. Good to see ya. How's it going?
Chuma mine earned a spot on the menu here.
A chulo bowl with the bun? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear.
Remember his drink? The recipe?
Vodka on the rocks, lime juice, and ginger beer.
And a splash of love.
And a splash of love.
Yeah.
That's right. In the drink's name.
A Jackie Wells.
Right. Well, the first Jackie Wells is on me.
Could definitely go for a drink.
Tough day?
Not like any other.
So, what'll it be?
What do you have? Let's just take something. One. Honestly. Okay. I still want to know how to get the money over there. I got the stuff. Okay, whatever. Time to finally talk to Rogue.
Rogue. Wanted to talk.
It's okay. Not here, not there. Who are you?
Name's V.
And what is it you want, V?
All these years, it's really her. Fucking Rogue, just kicking it back on a couch at the afterlife.
Yeah.
Don't mess with her, she's got MRI, see right through you. Give her the truth.
What was that about?
The girl. What was her gripe?
Why didn't you ask her? Might still be around, sniveling in a corner.
Andres Hillman, need to track him down.
Need your services. Gotta track a guy down. Anders Hellman. Hotshot engineer. Worked for Arasaka.
Millisec. Anders Hellman. Pinpoint him for me?
Thanks.
Jumping too soon. First, my help's got a price. Second and third, Dexter Deshawn, Jackie Wells, T-Bug. Multiple bells ringing, V. Left a lot of bodies behind. Death walks in your wake. Chalk that up to bad luck?
There's the bitch I know. Ask her about Saka Tower. How they shot me up right in front of her.
When you lost people in action,
They knew the risks. All sorts of shit happens. To all sorts of people. Even to the best. To you too, Rogue. Arasaka Tower, remember? Who'd you lose back then? Johnny something...
Ah. You came prepped. Course. Anyways, feelings be damned, I've always said. This is pure biz. You need my help, so get those eddies ready.
See?
and if I don't have the cash,
Uh-huh. And if I don't have the scratch, it's fuck off and have a nice day?
No, more like come back when you do. Them's the breaks.
yo,
Then see ya. Soon.
You know where to find me.
Should be enough.
Come back tomorrow. We'll talk.
tomorrow, huh? So he will wait an entire day sitting in a chair. Or maybe an entire night.
Here to see Rogue, expecting me.
Wait a minute. Let me check something. Yeah, it's still okay. I felt it was a bit off, but no. That's still okay. I would like to check.
Hey Rogue, I'm back. What about Hellman?
2, please. Make some room. Sit down.
Hope you found him.
Don't see that often. Determination like yours. Must really need this guy.
Matter of life and death.
Haven't heard that for a while either. Bottle stays. Go ahead. Enjoy.
To your health.
To yours, kid. Gonna need it. Thanks, Nix.
Queen of the afterlife. Who would have thunk?
Got a shard for you. Intel. Interesting stuff.
Think she'll help?
The rogue I remember was one cold-ass bitch. But she usually went with her gut. Something tells me she thinks you'd check out.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's see what you got.
Your Hellman's not on any payroll, not officially anyway. But he does pop up in GNT's confidential stacks. It's a Kang Tao subsidiary, Chinese corp. Kang Tao's been using them as a fig leaf for years. They're masked for more sensitive operations. All that clear?
Can you track him down?
Think you can track him down?
Getting a mark on him ought to be easy. Actually grabbing him? Another story entirely. Decrypted map of upcoming Kangtao convoy routes.
Think Hellman might be in one of them? Thing is, which one?
Take a look at the specs on this one. A lone AV, no ground support, no linked cargo manifests either.
Weird.
Sure, Kangtao sometimes transports stuff unregistered if they want to push it under the table, but catch the load on this AV. Already approved in the system, but too low. So definitely no cargo on board.
Huh.
But there's a passenger list. Kangtao security detail plus 1 VIP. Transfer from Chan T.
Our boy Hellman.
That was the good news.
There it is.
There you got this intel pretty fast.
Data's all confidential. You just snap your fingers and it falls in your lap.
I know where to look, and I know whose head to put in a vice. Also, hate wasting time, especially answering stupid questions.
What's the bad news?
So what's the bad news?
Bad news is the extraction site. Look, Night City airspace. All this.
No way to jack the transport without the NCPD picking up on it.
And here, we're too close to Kangtao. We even give that AV a dirty look, their backup hustle will be on us. But, right here's Jackson Plains. Narrow corridor, just outside the city, and just out of Kangtao's reach.
Guess it's your lucky day.
A dead zone. I'll grab him there.
Gonna need a native to the area. Someone who'll set up the op, cobble together the gear.
AV like that's a hard nut to crack.
Even tracking that AV will be a bitch. Familiar with the type. Saw legacy models flying around during the war.
They're mammoth, but they're quick. Plus they pack next-gen defenses. Can't take pot shots at it. Not even with serious firepower. Just won't work.
It's not about firepower. There are ways, and people who know them, or who can at least improvise on a theme.
Know the right person?
So a native. Know any hickmerks?
Just one. Pan Am Palmer.
Aha.
She can't count on her clan anymore, but she's a true nomad. She knows those lands. And she will help you. Won't have a choice.
Won't have a choice? Does not sound enticing. Not for her, not for me.
Enticing comes at a price you can't possibly afford.
Can't possibly afford to blow this chance at nabbing Hellman.
Your operation, your call.
Got a bad feeling, V.
Yeah, me too. Strange. Nomads usually keep clear of city.
You're
folk.
wasting my time.
Nomads give the city folk, a wide berth.
Varies by clan, by the connections they have, the depth of shit they're in. But you're right. Aldecaldos are rarely willing to do biz with the city.
Pan Am's got a different take.
Yep, on everything it seems.
Don't work with clan outcasts.
Can't be trusted if her clan banished her. Sorry, just not willing to pay you for help like that.
Actually, she walked away. Said it was about the family, its future, nomad ideals, blah 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 blah. I stopped listening a few words in.
Thought you preferred to know who you're dealing with.
I know enough. Besides, when someone starts spouting ideals, it's probably about something else. Power, usually. Fortunately, not my biz, not yours. Pan Am's capable and stands to help you. That's all you need to know.
Pan Am has to help me. Why?
Why's Pan Am gotta help me? I sense a catch. Pretty big one.
Occasionally, Pan Am moves merch for me. Last job? Well, wasn't a good day for her.
She run into a hitch?
Complete bust, actually. Lost the goods and her ride. Pan Am will do anything to get the load back. Means her dignity. I know her.
Okay. Guess I can try to help her. But if we don't know where to look, I mean...
We do. I do.
Wow, gonna try to play me like Pan Am?
You know, but wouldn't tell Pan Am. Aim to play cat and mouse with me too?
My aim is to know an opportunity when I see one, and then to seize it. Say I told her everything. What do you think she'd have done? Grabbed her iron and gone on the warpath, that's what. Not hard to see how that could have ended. And there's nothing I hate more than losing good people to plain stupidity.
Huh. I'm her only chance, and she's my only chance. 2 pawns on Rogue's board.
You're quick. For a pawn.
No, V.
So, tell me.
Fine. Let me hear what you know.
Rocky Ridge, ghost town just outside Night City. Pan Am knows where. You'll go there, get the merch back, Wheels too. Naturally, you'll call her first. Sending you her deeds.
Ah, finally. Let's get out of here.
All clear. Thanks.
Good luck.
We got a new contact, Panam Palmer. I think I should call her outside.
V, good to see you. How's it going?
Longer, too. Ripper's on the way.
It's going fine.
Oh, rotten luck. Why aren't we at the hospital? He might not come after us here. Ah! Fuck. Say something, Chef. Anything.
What do you mean you're not coming? You're coming, dog. You'll be here in 5 minutes flat or... Fuck!
What is happening here? Do you guys need any help?
Carajo! Some people!
You need any help?
Piss off, slacker! Another fuck.
What's my way outside? I forgot. I want to know where's my way out of here. I forgot that. It's happening again.
Gonna puke?
Okay, let's call Panam.
Hello?
V here.
This Pan Am? V here.
V who? V where? How did you even get this number?
From Rogue.
From Rogue.
Great! Fuck! Where's that old warhorse want to kick me now?
Forget Rogue for a minute. I want to help you.
Oh, very kind. But it's far too little, far too late. So do tell Rogue she can eat my shorts.
Tell it to your therapist. Calling about your ride and the merch you lost. Interested? Or are you gonna tell me to eat your shorts too?
The rail freight yard on Bonita Street. The one hugging the city line. We'll meet there.
See ya.
Okay, we are finally meeting with Panam. What's strange and why do I have to fear her? Why is my bike so far away? Okay, it's near now.
Did you know last-gen Cyberpunk can damage your nervous system? Make sure your implant is always the latest model.
Okay, it's a bit far away, 2.5 kilometers. Oh, Judy. Hey, everything okay? Yeah, I am good. Something happened? I'm alright, thanks V. You know for what? You're a good friend. Just want you to know that Michael still hasn't called. Should be any time now. Let you know when I get something fresh. Okay? Got an arch, okay, a new car. I will read the description when I'll buy it. Crime reported. A new job? I'll be meeting Panam, but I see this here. What do we have here? Strength, okay. Strength. Strength is a card of resilience. It is associated with determination, bravery, and internal struggle. One must have dedication in order to overcome obstacles and reach one's goal. Strength is about physical prowess and spiritual fortitude, the power that must be unshielded to achieve the impossible.
Hey, Pan Am?
So you're V. Where's my car?
What's wrong with this?
Why
one?
does it matter? What's wrong with this one?
It's borrowed. It's not mine. I asked where my car is.
Rogue said we can. I don't want to involve Rogue in this.
What's gotten into you?
Agree to help me, you'll find out.
Oh, fuck no. You will not jerk me around. Tell me where my car is.
Hey, come on. Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine. Know where to find the cargo and your car. If you go alone, you won't get them back. And you could lose something else besides.
So let's figure something out.
What do you want?
Need to hit a Kang Tao transport. Won't be easy. Want to know I can count on you.
Are you out of your goddamned mind?
About you or the job. Kang Tao's AV route will take it over Jackson Plains. Heard that should help us.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Gonna be a guy on board. Need to talk to him.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo. Help in getting back what's yours. We got a deal?
I don't know. Shit!
What the hell?
Alright, deal. But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
Why is this car so
Fuck,
important?
this is mostly about the merch.
Fuck the merch. With that ride, I can take any transport job in town. Without it, only thing I can move is pizza. Maybe.
Cars in Rocky Ridge.
Cars in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Cars there, goods are there.
Nash, you dirt-eating bastard. I will strangle you.
Who's Nash?
Nash a chum of yours? He hang you out to dry?
Do not call him that.
Fine. Partner.
Former. If ever. The shift tricked me. He straight nipped my truck and the merch. Probably now aims to sell it off in Rocky Ridge. Is he ever going to be fucking disappointed?
Rocky Ridge, let's go.
Rocky Ridge. Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through. Fuck. Yes. We'll need backup. We have one brief stop to make on the way.
Want to tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the client. Convince them to leave the bastard hanging.
Going ahead with the deal behind Rogue's back. Brave, I guess. Or fucking dumber than a drum.
Boz, hey. Nash is gonna pass you the merch in Rocky Ridge. The thing is, the motherfucker screwed me over. Boz, I will take care of it. I just need you to give me a chance. Boz, come on. How many times have I moved things for you? And how many times have I failed? You have my word. After dark? Okay. No, don't call off the meet. Just don't show up. I'll take care of everything. Do you even have to ask? Of course I will. Thanks, Boz. You won't regret this. Okay. I have bought us some time.
Boss, who's boss?
Who the hell's Boz? Won't cause us any grief, I hope.
Boz is a stand-up guy. 6th Street.
You drive for gangoons.
Is that not allowed? Street punks need things moved. I need money like anyone else.
He took your word for it?
Gave that meathead your word and he took it?
Is that surprising? It's called having a reputation. You should try getting one of your own.
Where to now?
So, where to now?
The Aldecaldo camp. I need to see some of the old clan.
Don't seem too excited.
That's not your concern. I still have friends there.
They gonna help us?
Any chance they might help us? In Rocky Ridge?
That is the plan.
Rogue said you were cast out.
Rogue mentioned your friends. Said you guys stopped seeing eye to eye.
Well, since Rogue said so, it must be true.
It isn't?
You mean to irritate me.
Okay then.
It was just a hiccup. They're still family.
So it's complicated.
You might say so. Yes.
I used to ride with nomads myself.
You know, used to ride with nomads too.
Truly? I never would have guessed.
Yep, Backer clan, back in the day. Didn't work out between us, so I landed in Night City.
So we've something in common after all.
Yeah, we do. Fine, let's go.
Good, let's roll.
Get in.
So, she's driving? You're driving? Where did you get this car?
Where'd you get the ride? Straight out of some driveway in Rancho?
Yes, exactly. Is that a problem?
For me, no, not at all. I mean, there's no accounting for taste.
Screw you.
This camp far?
How far is the camp?
Just past the city line. We'll jump on the 9 and head east.
How did you even get involved in this mess?
How the hell did you land in this mess?
I liked the color. The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
What am I supposed to tell you? That I'm not about to let my partner rob me and get away with it? That my fixer made me look like a goddamn fool? What about you? Why do you need that clown from the AV?
This particular clown's got intel I need, and I'm running out of time to get it.
So why didn't she tell me she knew about Nash?
Rogue? Do better not to wonder what her agenda might be.
God damn, I can't stand the bitch.
Guess you'll have to ask her yourself.
Oh, I'll be sure to. I'll especially ask why she told me to work with Nash, yet forgot to mention he was Raffen.
But seriously? Didn't realize Nash was Raffen?
No, the sneak forgot to show me his Shiv card.
Don't you keep track of who's in the area? The Wraiths, right?
Until now, they mostly jumped corporate transporters down by Highway 64. I see you know things.
Nomad blood.
Rogue must have had her reasons.
Must have had her reasons.
You don't say. Rogue won't open her mouth without weighing the for and against. What to spill and what to withhold.
Okay, I think that's the last of our talks. Let's head to the Nomad clan camp. But I'm not gonna skip the ride. Let's just enjoy the ride. This is a Thornton car.
Okay, we're almost there. We'll gather my guys, then ride to Rocky Ridge.
Okay. So that's our camp, El Ricardo. Or whatever the name is.
Well, would you look what the cat dragged in?
Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Hope our little hotheads gets this job done. Good luck. Okay.
Fuck you too.
Mm-hmm. And who's this?
My babysitter. V, this is Scorpion. Mitch. Two old friends.
Hey, guys.
Hello?
What brings you to these parts, city girl?
The big city got too small for her. Do you have any idea how angry the old man's gonna be when he sees you here?
I've just come by for a spell. Saul needn't know a thing.
Need your help.
With what? What's this about?
Raffen screwed Pan Am. Plan is to show him that was a bad idea.
How bad did they get you?
Bad enough to make me sit quietly through all your bullshit.
You know we would do anything for you, sister.
But now? Now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Well, the old man told us to sit tight and get those generators back up after the batteries went kaput.
Generators? You won't help because of some goddamn generators? Is this another joke?
Really could use your help.
Not this time. We're needed here.
Fuck. I don't believe this. So you'll stay put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Pan Am.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan. You know that.
Listen, we can't leave camp. No chance. But Saul never said a thing about gear.
Okay. Well, I'll need that rifle of yours. And some of my own stuff.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
Okay.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You disappointed?
I don't know.
Nomads for the thick skin. Okay, the matter's simple. Whatever you read or heard about the nomads in the city media doesn't hold an ounce of water. The biggest lie bandied around is that being a nomad is a job. It's not. Nomadism is a lifestyle. See, if you want to know something about nomads, all you have to do is ask one yourself. Luckily, I already know the question because I have asked them 1,000 times. So let's get started, shall we? 1. Why did Romans organize themselves? Well, why not unite millions of people roaming around the country? Besides, if know what you are looking for, you instantly know which clan a nomad belongs to. Which brings us to our next point. Nomads are divided into nations. Nations are divided into clans. Clans are broken down into families. You will recognize them from their colors, their jackets, and their decals of their cars and bikes. By the way, nomads take their affiliation seriously, so unless you want a broken jaw, I advise you to do the same. 2. You will be eating dirt or worse if you get nomads and Raffens mixed up. Remember, Raffen chiefs are not nomads. They are pariahs, outcast criminals who were either exiled from their clan for doing something truly effed up or just ordinary city criminals on the run. Raffens form packs not because it's convenient, but because they don't have a choice. Nobody in the right mind would work with them unless they somehow fit in your plans. Mostly they rob and pillage. Don't ask me where the name Raffen Chief comes from. All I know is that apparently it means something really dirty. 3. Nomads take all kinds of jobs. Everyone has to eat, right? What kind of job they take depends on the clan or family's particular strategy. Some pick crops in agrocorp fields, other deal with corp shipments or protect their convoys. If you want to smuggle something across the border, you go to the nomads. If you need to vanish off your pissed off creditors or shareholder raider, the nomads will take you for into the boonies. You will be sitting next to scorpions. You pay, they do the job. You shake hands and everyone's go their separate ways. Get it now? If you want more specifics, just draw a pair and talk to a real nomad. Good luck.
Yes.
Hey, Pan Am, are you staying a while?
No, I'll be going again soon. We'll talk next time.
We have a saying. Catch you on the trail.
Come on, V. We have a to-do list.
Salam alaikum.
Oh, this is salam alaikum too. There is I basically.
Oh, the road is killing me.
Why can't I take this task? Nomads at Ground Zero. It was no secret, Night Corp offered generous pay and, in some cases, free cyberware and biomonitor upgrades to anyone willing to help clean up the crater of radioactive rubble at AHQ Ground Zero. Some first-hand account recalls the incessant ticking of Geiger counters like the loud buzz of cicadas in summer. In retrospect, we can only guess how many crate cleaners lost their lives to radiation sickness shortly thereafter. Both the city government and Night Corp have claimed casualties we kept to a minimum while providing no official statistics to substantiate the claim. That being said, they have never been under pressure to release such figures. After all, most city engineering and rubble cleanup teams were not local night citizens, but nomads. Surprised you didn't know? Don't be. It is a fact many history courses tend to overlook. The city employed hundreds of nomad mercenaries, primaries, and clans in Aldecado Nation. These nomads were hungry for gainful work, and the city needed experts who were not only experienced but brave enough to knowingly put their lives on the line. So also Arasaka could one day erect another tower in its place. But history is not without its sense of irony. These nomads who so deliberately live outside our so-called system came to its very rescue not for the first time and not for the last. I see some more stars around.
This won't settle itself.
Corporate Wars the musical, I read this. Can I take that thing there, madam? It's going away. The option is coming and then going away. Dubai, Sand and Death. Have I read this? I don't remember, but I think I read. I don't know. I heard a troubling click. My Jaeger counted. May it rest in peace. I stood in a glass surface, some parts smooth as ice, others cracked and jugged. The earth I walked on was formed by melted sand after a thermonuclear bomb detonated here. One of the five that fell on Dubai. I recall old stills from the end of the 20th century, skyscrapers like crystal obelisks touching the sky, supercars, palm trees. Now, nothing. Like a subtle frozen sea blanketed by the irradiated, irradiated, irradiated dust of the Arabian Peninsula and glinting under the desert sun. But nearby, in the city's former suburbs, life continues on. Difficult, brutal, cutthroat, but life nonetheless. Few dare venture outside without a hazmat suit, makeshift or otherwise. Any sort of dwelling must be built with concrete walls measuring at least 13 feet thick and without a single window. This offers survival, yes, but to what end? Unlike in the corporate heaven of New Dubai, erected deeper into the Arabian Gulf, the average life expectancy in Old Dubai is a mere 30 years. Still, some have found advantages to life here. No visitors, neither Netwatch nor any corporate special force units will deploy here. This land of glass and dust has become asylum for some in of the world's most wanted criminals. Some say they are only biding their time until early death delivers them to hell. Some say they are already there. No Life 3 review. After 50 long years, the wait is finally over. The third and final installment of the No Life series will be available for purchase tomorrow. As has been reported already, gamers should not expect any major shakeups in regard to the protagonist. We still play as a strong silent type scientist Baron Fremens. We follow Baron as he ventures to the Arctic Circle to, well, why spoil it when you have your hands on it in less than 24 hours? The gist, with Alice at Baron's side and trusty Kroger in hand, those nasty aliens are in for a rude awakening. So they are playing that? Who knows? Let's see what this machine contains. Message alert, you have been attacked. Your inheritance, urgent reply needed. I read this, you are a winner. I read all of this. Protein farms, a report. Protein farms are currently the source of most meat and meat substitute products in Night City. Technica is a clear industry leader, providing for over half of cities' demand for alternative protein. Currently, the most popular, albeit cost-intensive form of production is based on protein-rich briquettes, which allow producers to achieve with highest quality of protein. Earthworms are available at a cheaper alternative, achieving a higher yield of product per square meter. However, worms pose a more difficult marketing challenge. While crickets have become acceptable, most consumers still bristle at being told to go eat worms.
Hey, cut it out.
Chrome Knight Love, I read that. Okay, looks like they are recording video or something.
Fuck you! He's armed!
Hey, I did not want to do that. America after the war, I read this. Or not. I don't remember, so let's read this. America after the war. The turbulent years of 2024 to 2035. After the end of the Fourth Corporate War, in order to establish relative order under the federal government, President Elizabeth Press imposed a martial law on NUS member states and nationalized the domestic arms manufacturing giant Militech. Preoccupied with their own internal issues, most of Europe and Japan paid little attention to the development in North America. Back in 1990s, corporation had already begun aggressively purchasing huge swaths of arable land from farmers. Who were left with no choice but to sell eventually found each other and organized into large groups or clans to improve their odds of survival. Looking for reliable work opportunities meant staying on the move and often specializing transport contract. Yet, once the war settled down, their convoys became the single reliable safe method of interstate shipping. In other words, this time of crisis and adaptation played a major role in the emergence of the so-called nomad social class. Meanwhile, in 2040s, networks created an immense firewall dubbed the Black Wall to portion a safe part of the net for human use and curb the threat of raw artificial intelligences in cyberspace. At the organization's discretion, humanity was forced to sacrifice its access to inestimably valuable resource and knowledge for the sake of net security. There are three in here, four, five.
Have you brought someone new? Does Saul know?
Not your concern, friend.
The Green Death, the fall of the Backles. The indirect cause of the family's weakening in leadership was paradoxically not enough internal opposition within the group. Decisions made by Stella Backer, the charismatic and surprisingly long-lived leader, were made without so much as a grumble, and her orders were carried out immediately. Selita, not Stella. Selita led the backers with an iron fist. She was a dominating figure, perhaps overwhelmingly so, but you couldn't call her a tyrant. Loved and respected by all, towards the end of her life, she seemed to regret that nobody in the family tried to take power, or at the very least challenged her authority. After the death, the family entered a transition period. Selita's position was occupied successively by Delo Baker, Lorendra Ruiz, and Cherry Dallin. None of them led the family for more than 2 years. Delo died during a skirmish with Rafen Shiv. Lorna resigned, and Cherry simply collected her things and disappeared from the camp one day. It seems that the family depended so long on Selita that when she was gone, nobody could make any firm unilateral decisions. The family's subsequent leader ruled without any conviction in the words of the Trin Baker, who was many who, like many other young members, left the Baker family after it decided to merge with the Snake Nation. Trin. When I looked at Delova's Cherry, I had the impression they had an invisible sign over their heads that said, What would Selita do? Lorna was alright, but she drank too much. To be honest, I don't blame her. I think Grandma's heart would break if she saw how quickly her successors went through the family's supplies, stored up contracts and agreements with other clans. And the idea to join Snake Nation, we might as well have asked Raffenship to line us up for the dirt and execute us. What's the difference? That was the true end of the family. That's why I, Osin, Lil Elam, Afsin, Persia, and others decided to leave. SW, do you still keep in touch? Trin, no. The Odyssey is just a big poem.
Will you help me
Smuggling.
with this?
If you want to transport goods, you need contracts. With contacts, forget about doing business. Who will you need to pay off? Custom officers, guards, the people at the gas station. Don't forget the motel. You take care of that. You can show up and vanish as you please. Keep them happy and they will know when to turn a blind eye. It's also a good idea to strike a rapport with the fellow from the orbital air, that is, if you are planning to ship something into orbit. Remember those boxes full of seedlings last year? That could they only have been happened because my boys at OA Customs looked the other way for 15 seconds. Make sure you are well equipped. Don't use standard signal jammers. Custom agents aren't stupid. They will know you are hiding something at the border, which there are no models, which there are no models they can disable. Use upgraded jammer that work hyperlocally in the exact places you are hiding the good. Secure packages with ice, ideally brought from us. You can trust family. Use your imagination. Do you know how I managed to transport a few dozen pounds of drug of SoCal? I paid up the right people not to ask any question and hitched a ride with an all foods convoy. Nobody realized that several containers of food were packed full of drugs. Plan your routes carefully. You have up to date border, patrol routes, and areas scanned in real time by corporate satellites. And if you have a good old American road, use back roads and routes for that corpo convoys would rather avoid. You can also dance around those old minefields since the cops don't patrol there anymore. Although apparently by now they know we pass through there and it's only a matter of time. Use the tunnels as a last resort. These days it's usually a one-way trip. You go through one, the second you are out, the satellites have a lock on you. So, in case you do, step on it, and most of all, brothers and sisters don't get caught. The long return, aftermath of the Great Nomad Tragedy. Most sources indicate that the governments of Peru, Brazil, and Chile have come to a solution for the so called nomad problem. In an attempt to prevent the illegal transnational movement and typically temporary settlements of nomad clans across the South American continent, they plan to seal all borders to undocumented persons of dubious origin. Prote- Protestations from scholars, human rights groups, and even corporate representatives have thus been ignored. Some corporations have voiced concerns that stifling the, stifling the flow of migrant work could lead to economic decline and unpredictable social unrest. For example, some experts predict the local Brazilian workforce will simply be too small to meet the employment details of ongoing major agrocrop ventures. This push is tightened anti-nomad immigration policies. This push for tightened anti-nomad immigration policy comes from as yet another heavy blow from South American governments against an already heavily targeted demography. More information continues to surface about the so-called long return where hundreds of thousands of nomads lost their jobs without warning and had their equipment, much of it personal, not company property, illegally seized by government authorities. Most laborers were relocated from North America specifically for this work, and without corporate support, were forced to vacate the hazardous area formerly home to the American rainforest in a week's time. With their own lifelines suddenly severed and no legal basis for staying, many dozens of thousands attempted to find a way home, even if that means walking as much of that distance. Initial reports show staggering figures for the new number who died during the mass exodus. Many still ask why. Who benefits from these anti-nomad policies and border closures if not the South American nations or corporations? Many speculate the lobbies from orbital air and other lunar colony representatives played a key part. Their objective, some allege, is to limit opportunity for migrant contact work, so more will be forced for the sake of survival to accept employment in the notoriously difficult labor conditions of low Earth orbit on the moon. Oof, that's a lot of them. And I see one more.
Yeah.
Kendachi New Spring Catalog, I read this.
Tell me, how's life in that city?
Life in Night City is fine, not too bad, not too good. The Coptic Bible. I think I read this, but I don't remember. The Book of Enoch. And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men and beget us children. All the others and all the others together with them they took unto themselves wives and each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them and to defile themselves with them, and they taught them charms and enchantments and the cutting of roots and made them acquainted with plants, and they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusations against the lawless ones. Slow day, huh?
Doesn't seem like you get a lot of customers, huh?
True, but I get by for my regulars.
Well, how's that? They buying new iron every week?
They bring them in for repair. The sand, it gets into every opening, every little crack. You gotta take them apart, air blast them every once in a while. If you don't, well, might eventually find yourself wishing you did.
Want to
see what you got in stock.
Browse to your heart's content.
He's got nothing that interests me. I knew that, but still I checked.
Yeah, I drove it. A monster, not a machine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, I drove it myself. Okay. And when you want to hit the road? Excellent.
So what's this? Yeah, I read this.
You recommend any chrome in particular?
You know, Cyber plantations like buying shoes. Everyone needs something different. A net runner won't have the same needs as a solo. But if you spend a lot of time in the Badlands, it's worth investing in cloaking gear. Hollow skin, active camo, what have you. Compared to the city, surrounding area might look deserted. But less folk doesn't mean you'll be safer. Here's what I recommend. Move quietly. Don't draw too much attention, else things can get real ugly real quick.
I know. I was raised by the backers.
Ah, well, I don't have to tell you then.
Let's see
I
what
want
you
to get
have
myself chipped.
Straight to the point. I like it.
I just want to check what he have. Yeah, he does not have anything much. This increase my carrying capacity by 20%. This will increase it by 40%. Oh, I can have only one. 336. This will change it to 392. Let's have that. Yeah, just like I said, he does not have many much thing, but yeah, he have one thing that helps. Let him worse. I read this. Let him worse. I read. I remember the name. Messages. Lame joke from Scorpion to Mitch. Hey, however, this one. What do you call a Mexican Arasaka boss? It's a saburito. From Scorpion to Mitch. Seriously, Mitch, just stop. Or I'm gonna tell networks to cut off your net access. So this was from Mitch basically, maybe. You have been attacked, that thing. There's one here, Prime Block. Yeah, my friend, I read this, I know. Kibble and Scop. Let's read this. Kibble stare glumly at his glass of seaweed-colored drink. A part of him hoped the bartender had poured a pint of rat poison by mistake. I don't get it, Chum, he murmured gloomily. At school, they said I had talent, a real knack of acting. Was it all fucking lie? Or what? Dude, there are billions of people on this rock, Scop shrugged. Can't work out for everyone. Kibble flicked on his olfactory booster and gave his beverage a whiff. Smelled like just like the wet mop on his bathroom, maybe worse. Then, not knowing why, he suddenly recalled the mark he talked to a week ago in a popular punk dive like he liked to frequent. Well, okay, maybe talk is generous, but grievance was certainly aired. This mark swept the floor with him that night and threatened to put a bullet between his tonsils if he ever spilled her tequila again. This is it, he thought. rot gut and tequila, unemployed losers and hot-shit marks, the latter with the world at their feet. It's people like Kibble who are just a theater set piece, who make up the backdrop against which the Sandevistan boosted marks of the world can shine bright as stars. Kibble decided then and there that he didn't want to be just a splotch in the background anymore. Why? Why can't it work out for us? He asked with a sore grimace. Why does this city only reward bloodthirsty, bullet crazy punk while the rest of us, normal scabs without murderous tendencies, have to huddle over our cheap glasses of green cockroach piss? Scott shrugged again. I don't know. Find a gun, buy an edgy jacket, he suggested indifferently with a note of sarcasm. Shoot up some gang hunts, have the pukiest time of your life for 4.5 seconds. What the hell happened? Kibu continued his rant. The world's all upside down. There are billions just like you and me. Billions of do nothing cowards. Not cowards. People who just want things to be normal. Safety, life, scope. Scott had already opened his mouth ready to fire off another round of cynical retorts, but then stopped himself and began a tangent of his own. Life, he repeated slowly and ponderously. What if I could sell the world an alternate life, the same as those edge runners feel, except when you won't ever die like they do? Kibble snorted and spat out the cockroach piece he finally resolved to test. Sorry to your bubble chum, but somebody's way ahead of you there. Ever heard of Bloody Bout 4 or like a million of other computer games? Scop cracked a roguish smile. Is Bloody Bout 4 or this million other million games designed to function on a hybrid Braindance system like the one I developed just last week? Okay. So hopefully, oh, there is another stuff in here. 1,000 bits a second, I read that. What about this laptop? One message. I've had enough. From Panam to Mitch. Mitch, I am getting out.
Take the box, please, and let's go.
I am getting the hell out. I am sorry, I know it's sudden. But if I don't leave now, I'll call you when I'm in town. I'll look into that afterlife. Find a job. Everything will be fine. Don't you dare worry about me. We'll talk soon. From Mitch to Panam. I have had enough.
Take the box, please, and let's go.
I don't mince words here. Think long and hard, girl. You believe it will be better in the big city, but that's just because you don't know what's waiting for you there. Here with us, you just butt heads with Saul. In Night City, you'll have to contend with everyone, dog eat dog. The camp is your family, the city. You'll be lost in a crowd of strangers. Please come back. We'll talk, cool our heads. From Panam to Mitch,
Take
I have
the
had
box,
enough.
please, and let's go.
No, Mitch, I have thought long and hard on this. If I change nothing, I swear I will explode or kill someone, you know who. I am leaving my home, but I am not leaving you or Scorpion or the other. I simply cannot sit at the same table as someone to whom I am supposed to be grateful, to whom I should have some measure of respect, and towards whom I can muster only hate and the deepest contempt. I will not change Saul's mind. I will not stop him from letting the corpus fuck us. I can't grow a pair of balls for him, so I will leave instead. Let me at least do that on my terms. From Mr. Penham, I understand, but listen, take care out there. We'll be waiting for you. Let us do that. The big plan from Scorpion to Panam. So how about this? We get your thorn ready for your long haul and head north
Will you take the box, please?
back to my neck in the woods. Hit the old Oregon Trail. There's waterfall up there like you wouldn't believe. And all we have to do is get Mitch on board from Panam to Scorpion. Alright, I mean. But if you ever think of making a mess in my ride like the one you've got here, you're walking. From Scorpion to Panam. Haha. If they ever start advertising the Nomad's way of life, you'll be our poster girl. The Nomad and her aptly named old warhorse. From Panam to Scorpion, right? And someone around here who can spin this life into gold because I'd sure like to meet them. Produce another scam alert. I read this. And why is this sent to um, Panam? Why would she need that? Yeah, okay, I'm done here. Okay, that's it for this video. I will see you again in the next video. Bye bye.